Hello guys, it's Adrian from the Tactical Game Europe, and today we are going to explain you how to use an AR15, how to operate it, how to shoot it, and we are going to compare with a basic AR15 and an upgrade AR15. So safety first. The first thing that you do when you take an AR15, check if it's empty, so no magazine, check the chamber, and then you can use it. As an example, we took the basic AR15 that we use for the classes. Here we have upgraded charging handle, upgraded trigger. We also upgraded with a bad lever, and we have a 45-degree safety. And here is the very famous Daniel Defense MK18, very short barrel. This AR15 also have been upgraded with a folding stock for low tactical. And at the end, it's very compact and you can carry it in your car, for example. But does it make a good AR15 for tactical games? Tactical games is about accuracy. AR15 is a very accurate platform. It depends also on the ammunition that you use. So you can use 55 grain, that is like the basic ammunition. Sometimes you can have one MOA and sometimes you can have two MOA grouping with different type of ammunition. So you need to choose the good one. Depending also on the quality of the barrel. So the twist rate can be 1.9, 1.8 or 1.7. With 1.7 twist rate, you can go up to 77 grain ammunition, match ammunition, and you can have sub-MOA grouping. What is important with AR15 is the type of AR15 that you have, so long barrel, short barrel, the type of barrel that you have, the quality of the barrel, and the quality of ammunition, but it can also be what option did you put in your AR15. The type of scope that you use also is very important. So 1-4 is the most basic one, but maybe you cannot see the target correctly. In tactical game, there is different distance. So the scope that you have is very important. Sometimes we shoot 30 meters, sometimes we shoot 1 meter, and sometimes we shoot 700 meters. So it can vary the distance. So the scope that you use and the scope that you choose is very important for your accuracy and to make accurate shot on the target. We'll make different video explaining like different optic, different type of ammo, different accessories. Today we will focus on how we use AR15 and how we upgraded our basic AR15. People try to overthink what AR15 they need. If you don't want to upgrade your AR15, any AR15 is good to play the tactical game. Remember, it's a game. Sometimes we just want to play, we just want to see if our gear and our gun is working. So don't be stressed. Even if you have a basic AR15, you can do tactical games. On this AR15, what we did, and it's like the basic upgrade to do. For me, the most important is the trigger. Why? Because when you are out of breath, when you are in the red zone, accurate shot is the most important. And sometimes when you have a long trigger or 2-hour trigger, you will jerk the trigger. So your barrel will move. So here with this Mimtac trigger, it's a 2-stage, but it feels like a single stage. So you just need to put the finger on the trigger and it will break at 1.5 kilo. So you can make accurate shots. It has also a good reset. So when you want to make follow-up shots, you can just feel the reset. In tactical games, when you're out of breath, I don't think that you want to get the reset. You will take out the finger, you will take your aim again, and you will shoot very slowly on the trigger. You just need to train with this trigger and you need to feel good. And if you're a new shooter, you can try a combat trigger, a heavy trigger, and you can try a light trigger. Maybe you will feel not comfortable with a light trigger at the beginning, but you need to get used to it to make accurate shots. It's very important to make fast and accurate follow-up shots. Something that is very important also is the safety, so the safety lever. When you have a 90 degrees safety, to take it off and to put it on, it's a little bit longer. You have to do more movement with your finger. Here, as a 45 degrees, you just put your finger on it and it moves to fire. To take it back, here the safety lever is cut, so it doesn't touch your hand. And it's very comfortable. I will show you on the MK18 just after, and it's not the same at all. When you put a scope on the AR15 with the basic charging handle, it's difficult to rack the charging handle. If you are extended charging handle like this, it's very easy. You can do it from the left side, you can do it from the right side. And if you're left-handed or right-handed, sometimes the charging handle are not ambidextrous. So here it's ambidextrous, it's large, So it's way easier to manipulate the charging handle. One of the non-easy part of AR15 is blocking the slide to the rear. So you don't need to do it in the tactical games because you will put the gun when it's empty on the floor. And when at the end you need to put back the safety flag. But here, if you want to charge, there is two options with AR15. So you need to press the slide stop on the left and charge the charging handle like this. And you see, it's not the natural position. And here, with the mag pull bad lever, you just need to push down and the bolt goes forward. So it's bring you your AR15 to be ambidextrous. So for us, this is the basic upgrade that you can do. There is more upgrade, of course, as we can talk about the recoil spring, how we can talk about putting a silencer to have less recoil, but this will be in the next episode. Here, MK18, so out of, let's say, the box, it goes like this from Daniel Defense. We just put the folding stock here. That is not very useful in a tactical game. Here, everything is stock. So if we try the trigger is very heavy, and it's very long. To make accurate shot is not the best. So yes, it makes it safe in some situation, like you can put your finger on the trigger and it will not go off, but you should not put your finger when you don't want to shoot. So the best is to have a light trigger for tactical games. On this one, when you put your finger on the trigger and you want to press, it takes some seconds to shoot. So it's not the best for tactical game. You should upgrade for a match trigger. If we talk about the safety lever here, when I manipulate it as 90 degrees, so it's very long compared to 45 degrees, and it will touch your index finger or your hand, and it's not very comfortable. You need a little bit to loosen your grip. That's not the best for accuracy. You should always keep a good grip on your rifle. And when you want to put it back, again, you need to loosen your grip. So each time you need to move your hand, and that's not very comfortable. That's why we want to upgrade this to a better one, or 45 degrees to make less movement. On this one, on the MK18, the charging handle is already ambidextrous and already enlarged, but basic charging handle are not. So this is a good option from Daniel Defense. And last thing, this one is a short barrel. So short barrel have less velocity. Let's say it's less accurate, to make it simple. Short barrel are less accurate, but also when you want to shoot long distance, because of the velocity of the bullet, you will have a lot of problem with the ballistic. So a longer barrel is better for tactical game. Of course, you can shoot any match with any AR15. So if you want to do the tactical game with a short barrel, you can. Compared to the AR15 that I've just shown you, the bolt release and the bolt catch here is not ambidextrous. So every time, if you want to block the bolt to the rear, you need to break your grip to do this manipulation, and it's not ambidextrous. So I do think the bad lever is a good upgrade on your AR15. Also, something to mention is when you have a longer barrel, the gas block is not in the same position. So more you have a shorter barrel, more you will have recoil, because the gas block is near the shooter. The gas has less time to expand. If you go with a 16-inch rifle compared to a 10-inch rifle, it's a big difference. If you want to have less recoil, the best length of barrel is to have an 18-inch rifle, because the gas block will be rifle. So it's very long, it's very smooth, but of course it's longer. So when you need to go into barricade, it's a little bit more complicated. So you need to find the sweet spot for you. It can be 18-inch, it can be 14.5, it can be 16. You just need to train with your gun to be efficient. For me, I prefer longer barrel for accuracy and less recoil. There is two AR15 here. They have the same weight, we'll say, because the handguard is heavier. So with all the options that we put, this one and this one is the same weight. The weight on AR15 is important. You can choose light parts like light handguard, light barrel. This will change a lot on also the recoil. So you need to know what you want. Do you want a light AR15 or a heavy AR15? It makes a big difference in the competition, but mainly tactical game is static with the AR15. So you need just to train to see what do you like. So we are here in the Poland Shooting Center. It's the Tactical Game Europe. We sell classes, so you can come and try any AR15. You can learn how to shoot AR15. It will be like basic So you can have basic AR15 classes and you can have advanced AR15 classes. We can teach you how to use it and we can teach you how to use it for tactical games. So come and train with us at Poland Shooting Center. So to load the magazine, nothing more easy than this. Just need to press, so there is lips here. You just need to press the ammo, go down and go backward, okay? The bullet cannot be like this. Of course, it's physics. It cannot go in, so you need to push it back. You don't need to press in front of the lips, okay? You just need to press up the lips like this and put it backward. You can do it in a wrong way, let's say, with the rim of the cartridge that will be a little bit back. So you need to push in front and to secure the round into the magazine. It's only those two lips that secure the round in the magazine. One of the best magazine also is Magpul. So it's plastic, but they resist a lot. Metal magazine, they can get damaged and the lips can bend a bit. And if you want a reliable magazine, Magpul is the way to go. Here, the magazine is loaded with 30 rounds, but the spring is not compressed 100%. So if I push here, you can see that the round is going down. So this is good. It's loaded to 30 round magazine. When you will put it in the AR15, it will be a little bit hard. You need to be sure that it's inside and tap it, but you can load the AR15 with this magazine. If you want easier insert of your magazine in your AR15, just put 28. 28 rounds look like this. You will see that there is a lot of space and the spring will be less compressed, so it's easier to load the magazine. This is one of the main problems when you load a full magazine. It's where you put the magazine inside the magwell and it will drop like this. So imagine being on a two-gun stage in tactical game, you insert the magazine and it drops to the ground. You will lose a lot of time. So magazine and how to load the magazine and how to insert the magazine is one of the key points in AR15 and tactical games. Here, two types of magazine. It's Magpul magazine, but they don't react the same when you try to drop them. So the first one, you just press the button and with the gravity, it's falling. So it can be very easy to make a reload. Second magazine, when you try to eject it, so you press the button and it's not dropping. So you need to check your mag and how it's compatible with your AR15. Maybe this is not the best option because you need to put it out of the magwell, and it's always annoying when the magazines stay like this. So try to find a magazine that is compatible with your AR15 and that drops really like this to be faster. With AR15, the mechanism is a little bit complex for the beginners as you cannot put safety all the time. We always say to everybody, put safety, but when you unload and show clear and you put the hammer down, you cannot put safety on AR15. So here the AR15 is unloaded. I will take aim. I will shoot. So safety is off. I can shoot. And imagine that I have no ammunition now and I want to put safety. On AR15, the safety is not possible to put back. You need to be with a cocked hammer. So the hammer needs to be back. So if I just charge the charging handle, gun is empty, but I can put the safety back. So this is a mechanism inside the AR15. It's a design that have not been improved from the beginning of the AR15, and it has been improved on the HK MR223 or HK 416. To make it simple, if the hammer, that is this part, is backward, we can manipulate the safety lever, okay? So now it's safe, now it's fire. And when I release the hammer, so always catch the hammer when you do this. Here the mechanism has, let's say, changed and we cannot put safety back. So it's something that people need to understand is hammer need to be cocked to put the safety. When you move around the stage in tactical games, you need a flag. So the flag is just a plastic insert and it proves that the chamber is empty and that the gun cannot shoot. Treat every gun as if it's loaded and dangerous. With a safety flag, it's just something to show everybody that it's not loaded. When you will get to the stage, muzzle up, you go to the starting point and then the referee will ask you to take out the flag or you will take the flag. So just to take the flag, you just need to charge the charging handle backward like this and the referee will take the flag. I don't have a referee, so I take the flag myself and I put it in my pocket. Here, the bolt is forward, but I want to block it. So the gun is empty, nothing in the chamber. I will use two techniques. The first one is the one with the bad lever. So bolt to the rear, I just press up with the bad lever and the bolt is locked to the rear. We can see that the charging handle will not go forward. There is no springs to push it forward, so you need to lock it like this. Push the bolt forward, just put the bad lever down, and the bolt is forward. Here we can see the bolt catch and the bolt release, so it's the same part. To block the bolt, you need to press down and keep the pressure, and here with the right hand to charge the charging handle, and we can release it. We just need to push the charging handle, and we can see that the bolt is to the rear. If we want to release it, we just need to press here, and the bolt is forward. To catch it, pressure down, charging handle, charge it, and the bolt is open. So for me, bad lever is a good option. It's very cheap, it's very smart, so let's go bad lever. Here, the bolt is backward, so I can insert the magazine and I can insert the ammunition in the barrel quite easily. The magazine, I take it from my pocket or I take it from my plate carrier and I just insert it in the magwell here. When I insert the magazine, to be sure that it's inside, you can do two things. First thing is to tap it and it will lock it in, and you can try to pull it out. If you pull it out, because AR15 magazines are tricky, sometimes they can stay like this, but it's not locked and it will fall. So just put the magazine, tap it and try to take it off, or you put it inside and try to take it off. If it's locked, you will feel that it's locked. Here, the interesting part with AR15, there is multiple ways to put the bolt forward. The first option to release the bolt is to press on the bolt release here, so it's up, and when you do this, the bolt will go forward and load around in the chamber. This is one of the easiest way, but you need to use your left hand. Another option is to use the charging handle. So here I charge it and the bolt goes forward. It's quite easy, but you see that I need some space with the charging handle. So if you have a plate carrier that is really big or you have other stuff, it can be quite tricky. And this is one of the possibilities, but we'll not talk about this for now. And here, because it's an upgraded AR15 with a bad lever, you can just push down with your index. So I don't move anything with my grip. My left hand can be on the handguard, and just with my index, I just push down and the bolt goes forward. The gun is loaded and you need to be sure of something, that the safety is on. Why? Because the gun can be on the ground, you took out the safety flag and the ammo was cocked and you did not put safety. So immediately when the bullet is inside the barrel, you need to be sure that safety is on. Of course, with any pistol or rifle, don't put your finger on the trigger until you're ready to shoot. So your index finger needs to be on the magwell here. If you are shorter finger, try to be up. But if you are long finger like me, you can put your finger, index finger on the magwell just here. And don't put the finger on the trigger until you're ready to shoot. But this is safety, so you know the safety rules. Another option is when you charge the AR15, here the bolt is forward. So always check if it's empty. I charge the charging handle and it will not block the bolt backward. So the bolt will be forward, but you can charge the AR15. So here, just take the magazine, again, secure the magazine inside. So check if it's locked in the magwell. And then here, the only option to charge the AR15 is to use the charging handle. So go backward and let it go. And now your AR15 is loaded. Here we can see a window, let's say. It's the dust cover. So what it does is prevent dust to go inside your AR15. So it's always a good option to put the dust cover. Of course, if you start in like 10 seconds and it's sunny and there is no dusty environment, you don't need to put it on. But if it's there is a lot of dust, it's maybe a good option to prevent the dust to come inside. Here, gun is on safe. So when I press the trigger, it will not go bang. And I need to take off the safety here with my thumb. I can put it back with my thumb because it's 45 degrees, so it's really easy. If I take the safety off, of course, I can fire. When you grip your AR15, this hand will not move, so it's very basic. You just need to put in a position that you feel comfortable. You don't need to grip too much because there is not too much recoil. But here with your left hand, we don't know, beginners don't know where to put their hands. So sometimes people do like this, sometimes people do like this, or they are very far. You need to find a comfortable position and you need to be stable when you see through your scope. So I don't think this is a very stable position. You can move a lot left, right. You need to be comfortable with your left hand and to be in the middle of the handguard like this. This really depends on your size and the length of your arm. So of course, if you are smaller, you will be more here, and more you are in front, more you are stable. When you're in the red zone, you really need to train to see which position is the best for you. Starting position is given by the referee, but you can start like this on horizontal, or you can start from 45 degrees. So listen the referee and he will tell you how to start. For the position of how to shoot with AR15, it depends on tactical games. Of course, if you shoot behind barricade, so you need to be comfortable behind the barricade, but this will be another episode. And if we shoot static, we should have like a box stand, so you need to be aggressive on your stand. AR15 has not too much recoil, but if you want to be accurate, you need to be stable. So you just need to find a stable position. For new shooters, don't have your 2 feet standing like this. You need to have a more stable position. So try to be a little bit wide with your foot, 1 foot in front. And here you will have a stable position and it will help you manage the recoil. Here you will have to shoot. So to shoot, you need to see your target. Here we are using a scope. So just put the AR15 in front of your eyes, see your target, and when you're on target, take safety off, put your finger on the trigger and squeeze very slowly. When you finish, take off your finger from the trigger and put safety back, and you are safe now. Why do we use the match trigger? We can go faster and we can make accurate shots. So fast shooting, it's something like this. So here we can see that I shoot faster with a match trigger. When you have a combat trigger, it's not that easy to have a good reset. Here the reset is very short, so you can make follow-up shots. It's important to make points because when you shoot on the targets, you need to have a good accuracy on the zone and you need to be fast. So a match trigger will help you to have the feeling of the trigger and to have a fast reset. And you will see that the split between shots is faster. The important part of the trigger is to be accurate and to have a light trigger to make accuracy shots. So here we'll show you what do we mean when we press the trigger. So I aim at my target and I use the tip of my finger on the trigger as low as possible on the trigger and I squeeze very slowly. Here I could feel the reset, but sometimes if you make long distance shoot, it's better just to take off the finger, aim again, and press the trigger very slowly. Always use the tip of your finger. If you press with the middle of your finger, then it will move the AR15 left to right and it will not be accurate. On a 2-gun stage, after you finish shooting and you need to go to the pistol, you will not keep the AR15 loaded on you. You will have to put it in a barrel like this. So here, our barrel, you need to be sure that the rifle is on safe. With the safety that is on, you can put the gun and move on the other stage. And here you can get DQ. So if the rifle is not unsafe and you put it on the barrel, you can get DQ. So always think about putting the safety and then you can put the rifle into the barrel. When you finish the stage and you come back with the referee, we'll show you how to clear the rifle. So always be sure of the targets, what is in front of you. So the stage need to be clear, of course. Take out the magazine, put the magazine in your pocket or in your plate carrier. And then here you need to clear the ammunition. So just rack the slide backward. Okay, rounds go off. You rack it again, check if it's empty. So you look into the chamber that it's empty. And then you look at the target and you make the safety shot. And at this point, you can open the bolt like this and put the safety flag. And muzzle up. What is important is to be sure that the rifle is empty and what you need to look to be sure that it's empty. AR15, the barrel is, let's say, inside the handguard here. It's not like a pistol where you can see the chamber. So you really need to look inside the AR15 with the ejection port here. And here you can see that everything is black. So it's empty. I can see that the barrel has no ammunition. Sometimes the extractor can fail and the ammunition is not out of the chamber, or the ammunition can stick to the chamber, so it will not extract. So when you look inside the chamber, it will look like this. Multiple possibilities to try to extract this round. The first one is maybe just the extractor had a problem. So let's rack again the bolt and the round goes out. If it doesn't go out with using the lever, just by racking the bolt, you need to have a rod and you need to push the round from inside the barrel. So of course, be sure that the gun is unsafe, that you're doing this in a safe environment, but you will have to push from the barrel. This is a more advanced stuff and we will show this in another episode. To take out the magazine, it's very simple and it's very ergonomic for right-handed shooter. So here on the index finger, you just have a button. If you press, the magazine will fall. So put your left hand here, you press this button and the magazine will release. If you want to do a really quick mag change, of course, don't catch the magazine with your left hand. Let it drop, put a new magazine and just tap it and let's rock. So to make a reload also, you can just change gun. It's faster than changing magazine. So now you know how to use an AR15. I will show you how I do. So go to the stage, muzzle up. Take the rifle with your right hand, no finger on the trigger. We'll take out the flag. So I block the slide, the bolt with my bad lever. I can take out the flag here, put it in my pocket. I will take the magazine, insert the magazine, tap it and be sure that it's seated in. I will push my bolt forward with my bad lever and I will check that I'm on safe. So I'm ready to shoot because I'm on safe. I will look my targets and I will make accurate shot on metal plate. So take aim, take the safety off and press slowly the trigger. Finger off, safety on, and I'm horizontal, so the barrel stays on the target. And safety on. Now I want to clear the rifle, so unload the rifle. I press on this button to take out the magazine, put the magazine in my pocket, and I will unload the rifle. The round is out. I will use the charging handle to see the chamber. Chamber is empty. I will take aim, safety shot. The chamber is empty, so we'll just do click. And now I will put the ball to the rear and I can put my chamber flag again. I put my chamber flag and bolt forward and muzzle up. And now you know how to use safely an AR-15. You can do accurate shots and you can do fast shooting.